Hi everybody, Scott with Scott's Montana Adventures. Gonna go do a little Jeep run today with the JL. It's not too dirty yet, but it probably will be. Gonna go up to the bonfire with the Jeep Club, see what's going on up there, maybe do some trails. Have you noticed I am not wearing glasses because I've had cataract surgery in both eyes this December, so it's weird seeing clear, but I had to stop and get some sunglasses today just in case the sun comes out. It's weird, I've never had to do that before, but hey, it happens with age, I guess. I don't know, but we're gonna go for a ride up in that area. It's called the Salmon Lake, Placid Lake Road. Maybe do some off-roading stuff and visit the guys. I haven't seen them for a while, so I'll get back with you and we'll do this. Scott's Montana Adventures. January 2nd, 2021. Wow. What a year 2020 was, huh? I'm hoping for a better year. So, we'll see what happens. Scott's Montana Adventures. Short, but sweet. It'll be fun. Okay, well, I'm on the road up there. This is a little town called Bonner. It used to be a humongous logging company here, but times are tough, so they shut it down. Now there's a brewery in here, and they're using it still, but there's not a whole lot. It's on the left there, and this is just a little town of Bonner. Used to all just be logging. That's it. Little houses all on the road. Back in the day, there was more on the left and right along the road. A lot of history in this little town. And this is Highway 200 is what this is. And it runs right along the Blackfoot River. World-class rainbow fishing. There used to be a dam here in Bonner, and they tore it out, and it took years, probably 5 years, before all the settlement, the sedentary stuff, it's all the growth, the weed growth, and get all the sediment to settle down and all that kind of stuff so the fish could thrive. You couldn't fish it for a couple years after they did that, and then then it started to heal, and now it's back up running clear, and it joins the Clark Fork River right there at the confluence where the Highway 90 interstate crosses right at Bonner. It runs into the Clark Fork and joins the Clark Fork River. Okay, Salmon Lake, Kalispell, Glacier Park. This is Clearwater Junction, and then I'm turning right by these Jeeps that are turning here now. There's Jeremy, and and I've got a phone call. Guess not. There's Mike. This is a Salmon Lake Road. Got busy there for a minute, didn't we? Anyway, this heads up towards Big Fork and Glacier National Park, the backside here. And then up the road here a little bit is Salmon Lake. I'm going to go up here and check out Salmon Lake, see if it's frozen. Got a little boat project I'm doing, and I want to know if the lake is froze or if it's open. So we'll see here in a minute. Salmon Lake Road, Scotts, Montana Adventures. Gorgeous stuff. Alright, that's Salmon Lake. Obviously it is frozen. There's guys out there ice fishing it. Oh, so much for putting my boat in the water, that's for sure. Got a guy in front of me coming up here. Jeremy's behind me. Alright, we just turned on the Placid Lake Road. Definitely got snow up here. The lake was totally, Salmon Lake was totally frozen, ice fishing everywhere. I'll take some video of it a little later. So, here we go. Up to the bonfire, supposedly. Not done this before with these guys, so I don't know what to expect. But we'll do some video and just make it fun. This road goes to Placid Lake, which is a great little lake. It's got a great campground on it. Great kokanee fishing and some bass fishing, actually. I enjoy coming up here and camping in the summer. Good boat launch. A lot of fun. Salmon Lake area, very popular with everybody around town. In Missoula, for sure. A lot of sledding, four-wheeling. Outdoor recreation mecca in the winter. Airing down their tires so that they can get more grip on the snow. Some beastie trucks out here, I'm here to tell you that. Really beastie trucks. Some of these guys are real serious. But it's all just about getting out and having a little fun. A lot of fun. Snowing a little bit. Got a lot of rigs out here. So we'll see. It'll be fun. Getting started here. CB going. Everybody's getting in line. I don't know where we're going. I have no clue. I'm aired down and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I think I need a wiper as well.
Climbing in elevation. Snow's getting a little deeper. I guess we're supposed to be going up to the top, wherever that is, and then there's some trails to play around on up there or whatever. So, just enjoying the ride. Well, we're somewhere up here on the top. Okay, I'm going to narrate this a little bit because I'm sitting here talking and telling everybody how important it is to air down, and I went off the road, as you see. I went too far to the left. It's a pretty good bank. I'm trying to get back up. Now, I have the Jeep in 4 low when the lockers locked in, front and rear lockers. But it's so slick that I cannot pull the Jeep up on its own. I can't. So I finally get to working to where I get it back up on the road somewhat. And then I'm still trying to work it. And it just ends up their left rear slides off. And I can't get it back centered. It looks like I was centered, but I'm not. So this guy is going to pull up in front of me and try to pull me out with a rope. And some sledders came down and they were, hey, if we could help, let us know. And this guy's out there, Bob, I think his name is, I'm not sure, but he's YouTube and everything, or GoPro and everything, and that was interesting. And so this other guy tried to pull me out with his Wagoneer, but I was just too far over and he didn't have any traction. So she's backing up her sled to give him some run, and he's ready to go. And off we go. Well, I just end up getting farther off into the I'm really cattywampus here. I'm 25 degrees and it just keeps sliding down and down. Now, if we'd have let this go, or if I was by myself, I'd be in a pretty precarious situation. I would have had to crawl out the other side because I couldn't open my door. It was up against snow and trees. Jeremy came back down. That's Jeremy there. And he's looking at the situation and he's saying, well, let's try this again. They put a snatch block rope on my receiver hitch in the rear of the Jeep up to a tree so I wouldn't slide down in the rear end anymore. And then we try this repositioning thing and off we go again, and it's just not gonna, it's just crazy how snow really can be much more unpredictable than you think. So we know now the only way I'm going to get out of there is to take my winch and winch up and out. So the tow rope wasn't going to work. So now they're going to bring Jeremy's Jeep down, and I'll hook up. They'll get my winch pulled out, and we'll pull it out that way. I mean, it's, this is all a matter of minutes, but that's the thing about off-roading in the winter with my friends and Jeep club guys, and this is what the adventure is all about. And I know it's taken a little longer here to watch this, and you're like, what's going to happen next, and blah blah blah, but this is reality out there, four-wheeling in the snow. Now Jeremy has this rig, which is a 3/4 ton Ford chassis, and motor and all that, but he's put a JK front half on, and I guess it's a Cherokee or some kind of a Wrangler rear end. But anyway, it's quite the truck. I mean, he's got it. He owns J&K Customs in Missoula, and he's putting this thing together as he goes. But it is quite capable off road. I'm telling you, he's got some technology in that thing that is crazy. He's asked me now where my winch controller is. We got that all hooked up. And now he's going to reposition, and they'll hook the winch up to his Jeep truck / the Beast, because that thing will just literally go anywhere. And we'll start winching me out. So I'm winching, and they're pulling it up, and it's still trying to go to the left, but it will start to pull up here now.
Then the snatch block rope on the back breaks. His ring came out of it. So they left that alone, and Jeremy's just going to reposition his rig, and we'll pull it the rest of the way up. As you see, this is the winch working. I'm running the Jeep too, but the Jeep is being pulled by the winch for the most part, and then once I get a little traction, I can pull up a little bit farther. But, you know, this is important for guys to know that even in the best of conditions with people around and friends, and it can be adventurous. I mean, it can go sour quick. And if you're out there thinking about this thing, doing this kind of stuff by yourself, it's not a good idea, because I would have really been in a situation. I may have had to walk out of there, or if I couldn't get out of the Jeep to get to a tree, to get my winch and all that stuff set up and pull myself out, it'd have been hours if it would have worked. But that's the beauty of having these runs and people out enjoying the winter, and this is what it's all about. I mean, this is Scott's Montana Adventures, and it's the dark side, kind of, sorta, but it's the reality side. It's what we do when we decide to go out and run. So he's going to just pull me up some. There's a rope hooked up to it now. He's just going to pull me back up onto the road better. There was no damage. There was no scrapes, nothing. But this is what it's really like when you're off-road in the winter. Much better to have people around to support you and help you. And these guys are all just having fun. I mean, this is what they do. So I'm like feeling bad. I'm like, man, I caused all this grief. Well, there I am. Finally got out of the Jeep, and I'm getting everything all put back together. And it's all part of it. And that's the reality of off-roading in the winter. I mean, we did what we had to do to make it work. So I wanted you to see this, and I wanted to narrate this because you really couldn't. I was just sitting in the Jeep the whole time until we finally got up on the road. But these guys kick in, and they're great, and they're fun. They made me feel like, you know, this is part of it. I was the guy last week, and then the other guy was the guy before that, and that's the way it is. And you just help each other out. So I hope this does help to explain some of the things about what it is like to be out four-wheeling in the snow. Everybody's just having fun. They're using the equipment for what it's intended for, and the safety stuff is all there for this reason right here. It was quite the, it wasn't very long, 20, 30 minutes, and off we go. So we're back up and running, and I needed to air my tires down farther. I ran them down to about 15. I need to have them tires in this kind of condition. My tires needed to be down into that 8 to 10 range. And this is all part of learning. It's a learning process for any of this stuff. So Jeremy came back, talked to me, and he's like, hey, just air these things down to 8, even 6 is fine. Your tires will be just fine. I was kind of worried because I don't have bead lockers, which is a rim around the wheel that locks the tire onto the rim. He said without bead lockers, you're not going to hit stumps and knock your bead off. So go down to 8 pounds or so, and you'll have a lot more traction. And that's the lesson that I learned in this whole thing was snow, you need traction. And the only way to get traction is not with 40 pounds of pressure in your tires. It's 8 pounds of pressure in your tires. And that's the whole idea behind getting out and having fun in the snow. So I just wanted to let you know it's all part of the adventure.
Well, this is it. We're at the top. Not without my struggles, that's for sure. But that's part of four-wheeling. So we'll get back with you in a little bit.
There was one about 4 foot tall.
Was there?
I went up and he has a video on it and pictures.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Took me like 4 tries, but I got up it.
Ha ha ha. Oh, that's crazy stuff.
Dude, it felt like I was going to tip over.
Fun in the snow.
Did I end up getting all the way on it?
Alright, we're going back out. Hopefully we have a whole lot better luck going out than we did coming in. But it's all part of it. Been a long day. Had a nice fire and got cold. My feet got cold. So it's time to go. I'll check in with you when I get down and out of here, and we'll close out the video. Isn't that pretty? Pretty cool. It's a pretty country, I'll tell you what. Get back in the back country in the winter, it's a lot of fun. See some country you can't see sometimes because you just don't have time to get out during the summer. But you get out here in the summer and then you come back and see it again in the winter. Pretty neat. Hard to beat. Well, we're back on the highway. Got the tires all aired back up. It was a good day. Learned what it's like to air your tires down. I know now I need to go down to about 8. How to air them all back up. So it's a learning experience for some of us. Luckily there was a bunch of people there to help me, so it was great. And just part of the process. We're back on the highway, going back by Salmon Lake. I noticed this morning coming in that there was a lot of people out here ice fishing. I don't know if there'll be anybody now or not. We'll see. On Salmon Lake. Pretty crazy. Definitely plenty of ice. This morning there was sleds, four-wheelers, everything out there. So it must have 6 or 8 inches of ice. So catching kokanee salmon and perch, some pike. Pretty cool. Well, there's the end of the day. Got all aired back up again and set up for the highway. It's been a great day. I'll get you the ice fisherman in the back there. Salmon Lake. But it has been a good day, good experience, good adventure. I want to thank you for watching Scott's Montana Adventures. We'll keep doing them. Subscribe, ring that blue bell, and we'll catch you on the next adventure. There's always a next one around the corner. No glasses. Crazy.